cannot be my window. Indeed, as I wheel around to take in the space behind me, I see that this is not my room. Head pounding, I survey the tall, unornamented chest of drawers, the wide, low bed, devoid of hangings, the box with the glowing numbers atop the chest. There is no pink marble fireplace, no armoire, no dressing table. There is, however, a low table bearing a large rectangular box, made mostly of glass, and a shiny, smooth, grey material that I have never seen before. My knees shake, almost buckling under me. I must move to the bed. Just a minute of sitting down will be a restorative. I sink down atop a tangle of bedclothes, and the glass box roars to life. I jump back, clutching the covers. There are small figures talking and dancing inside the glass box. Who are they? Is this some sort of window? The figures are small, so they must be some distance away, yet I can distinguish their words and their features as clearly as if they were right in the room with me. How can this be? "I remember hearing you once say," says the beautiful lady in the window to the gentleman dancing with her, "that you hardly ever forgave, that your resentment, once created, was implacable. You are very careful, are you not, in allowing your resentment to be created?" The gentleman dancing with her says, "I am." "And never allow yourself to be blinded by prejudice?" asks the lady. "I hope not," says the gentleman. "May I ask to what these questions tend?" "Merely to the illustration of your character," says she. I'm trying to make it out. I know these words. I have read them. It is the Netherfield ball from my favourite book, Pride and Prejudice, and the gentleman and lady are Mr. Darcy and Miss Elizabeth Bennet. To think that Elizabeth and Darcy are real people, and that I am watching them right now through a window. This is something I cannot explain. Nor can I make sense of the fact that they are apparently far away yet completely distinguishable. I shall call out to the lady and see if she can solve the mystery. "I beg your pardon, Miss Bennet. We have not been introduced, but I seem to be your neighbour, and I am lost. Can you hear me?" But the brightly lit figures in the window make no sign of having heard me, though I continue to hear their conversation as clearly as if they were right here in the room with me. I reach out my hand to the glass box and touch its hard, shiny surface. I tap on the glass to see if I can get the attention of the figures inside. No luck. I move my face closer to the glass to see if I can get a better look, but indeed the figures look flatter and less real somehow the closer I am to the window. How very curious. But that is not the worst of it. Odder still is the sound of my own voice, which is, as a matter of fact, not my voice at all. "Hello? Miss Bennet?" I say, marvelling at the tone and accent of what issues from my own mouth, and not at this point expecting Miss Bennet to hear me. The voice is not my own, the accent having hints of something almost of Bristol, and perhaps a bit like Captain Stevens sounded when he was imitating people who lived in the Americas. How incensed my mother would be if she could hear me speak like a barbaric American. Delightful thought. I glance around the strange room again, and at the glass window with the people from Pride and Prejudice conversing with one another, as if I were not here trying to get their attention, and all at once I understand. Of course, I am having a dream. Nothing like the other dreams I have had in which I also knew I was dreaming, but a dream nevertheless. What a relief to know that I do not have to ascertain where I am or find my way back to my own room. All I have to do is wake up. In the meantime, I shall divert myself by finding out if Barnes is here, and if so, where. Surely she would delight as much as I in the wondrous sight and sound of Lizzie and Darcy dancing in the glass rectangle. I shall put on my dressing gown and explore. Where might the gowns be kept? I open a door, revealing at least 2 yards of hanging garments, none of which look like my own clothes.